Well, if you thought price hikes were not coming to you just yet, well, think again, because they are. What we are now seeing is customers are being hit with surcharges. But what's crazy is these are tariff surcharges, meaning these are charges coming only because we are seeing prices increase as a result of tariffs. Now, I want to explain what's going on. I want to read you some stories. I want to actually read an article from Bloomberg as well. We're going to break this down, and I want you to be prepared so when you see this on your receipt, you know what is coming. Again, this is happening here in the United States as President Trump is negotiating with many other countries to figure out, are we going to see this 10% flat tariff, or could it potentially go up or down? Well, we're going to break that down in today's video. I'll explain exactly what is going on, but prepare you for what you are likely to see in the next few months. So again, stick around for this entire video and I'll explain exactly what is happening. But again, all I ask is one thing. Takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So look at this right here. This is an article from CBS News, and it says consumers now face tariff surcharges for some goods as companies pass along costs. Well, here's what you need to understand. President Trump is still negotiating with many countries and trying to determine what the tariff is going to be for those specific countries. Some countries are going to do fairly well, others are going to be hit hard. China is one of those countries. So, what does this mean? Well, I want to actually show you, because a lot of people are saying that, oh, it's not going to impact my business. Well, it potentially will. Listen to what this person had to say, and then I want to read you some of this through this article. But one person wrote to me and says, and I quote, "It finally hit me. The aluminum tariff has now hit my bank account. Every year I purchase a new lawn ornament, and this year I went with a 3-foot lion that was made entirely out of aluminum. The artist used 60 pounds of metal to make this beautiful piece, and when I saw it, I knew I just had to have it." Well, guess what? The price was reasonable, but what wasn't disclosed is the tariff surcharge that came at checkout. That 25% surcharge for it being made with aluminum really hurt. Yeah. It doesn't matter what it is. And again, I want to be very clear here. You're probably wondering, well, why is it 25% surcharge? Well, it's 25% because President Trump put a 25% tariff on all steel and aluminum. Okay? So that means if you are buying, let's say, canned goods, if you're buying some type of alcoholic beverage in an aluminum can, you could potentially get hit with a surcharge. Think about this, and again, and I bring this up because this was a question I asked a friend of mine who runs a restaurant. And I simply asked, if you are seeing your prices go up, are you just going to raise the price? And we're talking about alcoholic beverages here. If you are going to give somebody a can, okay, so let's say, because he runs a Mexican restaurant, but if you give somebody a can of whatever beer they're drinking, are you just going to raise the price a little bit, or are you considering a surcharge? He simply said, I haven't thought about it. So the easiest thing to do is just raise the price. And now on every single menu, you just raise the price. Well, here's the problem with that. He goes and he runs this restaurant. It's a fairly successful restaurant, pretty big restaurant. And he's going to have to make all new menus. That's going to be somewhat expensive for him. So it's going to take time. He's going to have to make the menus. But what if that 25% were to go up? What if where he's buying the beverage from, let's say it's from another country, okay? All we know right now is, he's buying it, but what exactly is it going to cost? If the price continues to go up, is he going to make new menus every time? No. Restaurants aren't going to do this. So what they do, especially when there's still negotiations, they'll put in a surcharge. And I tried to explain that to him, and again, still thinking about it. But I thought that was interesting, that this person paid 25% surcharge because the lion that they bought was made entirely out of aluminum. Okay. But I want to read you something else as well. Look at this. It says right here, other companies are using the situation as a promotional tool. While it's true that consumers could eventually pay more if they wait to purchase furniture, electronics, automobiles, and more, pre-tariff sales play into consumers' fear that prices could rise and can be an effective way to boost sales, according to experts. Yeah. So pre-selling items. Come in, purchase this item. Here's the price. This is what you're getting. Again, it's something people are doing. It says right here, the tariffs are injecting uncertainty into the marketplace. And when there is high uncertainty, consumers tend to overestimate their losses. So they try to hedge their losses as much as possible in a very irrational way. They're going to stockpile things that they think they need. Look at this. Again, we are talking about so many different things here. Furniture, cars, okay, anything made with steel and aluminum. Just this morning, President Trump, he has now excluded computers, phones, and chips. So those won't get hit with a tariff. The good thing about this, though, is this is really going to impact Apple. So Apple is going to benefit from this immensely. So we'll see what happens there. But I want to read you this. Look at this right here. This says, Trump Liberation Tariff. Surcharge starting next week. Babenzian said his company is still calculating what the fee will be on top of the cost of a $150 shower head. His team is building software in-house to add the fee to products purchased on its website. Goes on to say online forums are already teeming with advice on how business owners logically can add tariff fees to their websites. Yeah, well, that's what we're seeing. So again, what you're going to find very soon is these surcharges are going to be added. You're going to see the price. Okay, let's say you buy something off of Shine. And let's say it's $10. You may say $10 or $9.95 right there. But then when you get to checkout, they hit you with this surcharge. Simply because, again, if they're going to keep raising prices and lowering prices, oh, there's a pause on these goods. Nope, we're going to hit you with this. It's going to be a huge issue. Okay, the logistics behind it. You're going to have to hire somebody just to be updating that on a daily basis. So for some companies, it's just not feasible to do that way. That's why they're going to add this surcharge. Look at this. It says, disclosing surcharges is one way for businesses to show consumers that what they charge for products isn't entirely within their control, especially when there's a big spike for routine costs like fuel and transportation. We've seen this before as well. Okay? We've seen this multiple times. Earlier this year, we saw a surcharge if you went to go buy eggs. Think about, the Waffle House? They did it. Okay. Multiple, I think Denny's did it too, where they were charging an additional 50 cents an egg. So if you got let's say at Denny's, you got like an omelet. Let's say it's a 3-egg omelet. That would have charged you an additional $1.50 because it was 50 cents per egg. Yeah. Let's say you got Moons Over Miami or something. I think that's what they call it. If you got that one, I think they use another 2 to 3 eggs. Again, $1 to $1.50 that you're going to have to pay. That's the surcharge. We've seen this with transportation costs as well. When fuel shoots up, there's a surcharge. There's a shipping surcharge. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it's there. Look at the bill, look at the invoice, and see. Because again, someone has to pay it. It says right here, big retailers and brands are busy negotiating how to absorb the added costs throughout their supply chains. But smaller businesses may have no other option than to raise prices. Smaller businesses that are purchasing small quantities don't have the negotiation power that Walmart and Amazon and Costco have. No, they have to pretty much just pay the higher price. But guess what? They're going to push it off to you. So just be prepared that at some point, it's either going to come as a price increase or possibly a surcharge. That's what's going to happen. Look at this. It goes on to say, businesses can speak more openly on the impact of tariffs to their businesses and direct costs to consumers. Given all the uncertainty around tariffs and worries about when and by how much prices will go up, shoppers could welcome the transparency of line item tariff surcharges, and they'll become normalized as more brands adopt them. Surcharges have become a little more normalized in today's society. But let me ask you, would you rather see the price just go up a small bit? Okay, let's say it goes up 5, 10, 15, 20%. Would you rather see a price increase, or would you rather see a surcharge so you know exactly why you are paying this amount? Whether it's because local taxes, whether it's because Trump tariffs, whether it's because a fuel charge, right? A material issue. What would you rather have? Just an increase in price or a surcharge, a tariff surcharge, and everything listed as to why you're being charged that amount? Let me know down in the comment section below. Because again, right now, this is what we are preparing for. Some businesses are already doing it, but within the next few months, if President Trump follows through with this 10% flat tariff, we are likely to see tariff surcharges hit the United States by storm. So, as we get more information on this, I promise I'll bring you all the latest news and updates as soon as we get them. But today, that is all we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.